Shalom Israel, Yahba Shem Al Shabrak thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shemal Thun by Shem Al Shah to the sisters. I'm Priest Officer Karan Yala, the ISBK, up under Commander General Yohana. And this is another Tuesday night Brotherhood class. Tonight, we're going to get into children of Israel being a cursed people. You understand? Yahweh Shemal Thun by Shem Al Shah, Princess. Appreciate you for tapping in. Kayala. Yeah, we're going to get into the children of Israel being a cursed people. You understand? The fact that we are a cursed people, but why are we cursed? You understand? Why? And matter of fact, what is a curse? Let's look up the definition of curse. Because cursed is the word curse does not mean a bad word, like Christians tend to brainwash our people into believing, right? This is the Merriam-Webster's dictionary definition for curse: a prayer or invocation for harm or injury to come upon one. And that's down there the perfect definition of curse. You understand? Like we suffer harm and injury, you understand, because the Lord have cursed the children of Israel. You understand? Due to us not keeping the commandments. You understand? So like, let me get my first scripture. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. Salakia for the late start. But we're gonna rock it out. It's the book of First John chapter 4, Salakia, First John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For the sin is Salakia, for sin is the transgression of the law. You understand? That's what it means to sin. You understand? To break the laws of God, to not do what the Lord told the children of Israel to do perfectly. You understand? That's what sin is according to the Bible. You understand? It's breaking the laws of God. If you're a Christian and you eat pork, you're a goddamn sinner. You understand? If you smoke cigarettes, you're a sinner, right? If you're a pimp or a prostitute, you keep whores. You understand? You celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. You understand? 4th of July, Happy New Year's. You're a goddamn sinner. And this is the reason why the children of Israel are cursed. This is the reason why we get the short end of the stick in every empire that we live in, because we choose to indulge in what makes us feel good. Understand? And of course, man, sin is delicious, right? That those baby back ribs that you gonna go to some restaurant or barbecue and eat that damn catfish. You understand? It tastes so delicious. It tastes so good. You understand? The lust that you fulfill by sleeping with a whore or smoking weed or getting drunk out your mind. It tastes so damn delicious to you until the Lord punishes you for it. You understand? Until you have to reap the benefits, right, of you being paid by death. You understand? The scriptures say, for the wages of sin is death. You understand? And that's a curse too, to die early. You understand? To die of an untimely demise. You understand? You 21, 22 years old, and you go to a damn store and buy you some blunts and some liquor, you understand, and come outside the store and get into an altercation with another brother because of where you live, or the brother that stepped on your shoe. You understand? He pull out his gun and shoot you in your face, and then you die at 21 years old, and your family is not they not prepared for a funeral for you. You understand? So Shalom, Lord Christ, young man, man, Most High Christ, man. Let's clap it up for my Shamyor. Is that you, my nigga? You better be all in these comments if that's you. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. Shamyor, is that you, my nigga? Please let me know something. My number's still the same. Call me, bruh. Get in this, stay in this chat, Shamyor. You understand? If that's you, man, Most High Christ. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. If you out there, man, clap it up for this brother Shamyor. You feel me? Shamyor, nigga, we still here. You know what I'm saying? Come on home. Come on home, my nigga. Come on home. You feel me? Most High Christ. Nigga, I know you see the joy in my face. This nigga Shamyor is in the classroom. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. But Salaki, like I was saying, you understand? Brothers and sisters being murdered untimely, you understand, and your family not prepared to pay for a funeral because you died of a sudden death, you understand, is a goddamn curse, right? Our people being on drugs, standing in the welfare line, sisters kicking their brothers out of the house, sisters aborting their babies, brothers killing each other during in drug deals gone bad, you understand? Uh, man, it's the drugs that's prominent in our communities. You understand? Our young brothers, 12, 13 years old, picking up guns and gang banging. These is all curses from the Lord. You understand? And the reason why the Lord has cursed the children of Israel is to punish us. You understand? To get it through our thick heads, you understand that we need to do exactly what God told us to do. We need to actually follow the laws of our higher power. You understand? Instead of trying to serve ourselves, we need to serve our God and our King. You understand? Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who the world so ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. You understand? Salakia. Let me get Amos 3 and 2. Most High Christ. Shamyor, how you been, Ak? You Tawab? Go ahead, get up in the chat. Hit me on Facebook. Send me a number, send me a message on Facebook with a number I can reach you at. I'm gonna call you as soon as this class is done. I'm not giving up, sir. And kind, I don't want kind, sir. Yaragabar, Yabashimi Al Shabarakata. The water for tapping in. I appreciate you. Shamyor, do you got a phone? It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, and verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Okay. Hey, Shamyor, take down this number and send me a text message right now. I ain't going to be able to answer because I'm streaming off the phone, but take down my number. 510-827-5427. Once again, 510-827-5427. Shoot me a text right now so I can have your number. I can lock you in. Understand? The Lord said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Everybody is not children of the Lord. You understand? The Lord said himself, you are the only family that I know out of every family on planet earth. That's why I'm going to punish you for your sins. You understand? Like I say all the time, if you get uh, 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 if you get a group of people, a group of children that's playing in the playground, and one of your children's in the playground and they doing some mischievous stuff, some stuff that they know they're not supposed to be doing. You understand? When you see all of them children acting up, acting a fool, you understand? You gonna get your child out of that equation and go chastise your child. You're not gonna beat the rest of them damn kids. So like I don't want to say beat. I don't want them to get the wrong idea. We don't beat children in the ISUBK. We will discipline you. You understand? You will get a good old fashioned ghetto ass whooping. You understand? But you're going to chastise your children. You understand? How you see fit because you care about your kids. You love your children. Like the scriptures say, when you spare the rod, you spoil your child. You understand? Meaning you're going to deliver your child up to anything. You understand? If you do not discipline your child, you're going to deliver your child up to be spoiled in this war that we in. You understand? To keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You don't discipline your child, he's going to prison one day. You understand? If you don't discipline your child, your daughter is going to be swinging on a goddamn stripper pole one day. You understand? If you don't instill morals in your child, you understand? Y'all Shima Shop Rocket Thigh, not desire, sir. The water for tapping in. I appreciate it. You understand? If you don't instill morals in your child, then your child gonna continue to be a fuck up. Excuse my French. You understand? And that's what the Lord is doing to the children of Israel. Because we have effed up so many times. You understand? The Lord called us a stiff-necked people. You understand? Salaki. Matter of fact, let me get that. What's that? Book of Genesis, chapter. This book of Genesis, chapter 32, and verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff necked people. The Lord said the children of Israel are stiff necked people. We are hard headed people. Niggas just can't get right. You understand? You do whatever the hell you want to do, you understand, against the will of the Lord because it makes you feel good. Like it's an old ghetto saying, a hard head make a soft ass, right? That's exactly what happens to the children of Israel when we don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave us to be a righteous and holy people. You understand? To be a people that's supposed to be above everybody on planet Earth. You understand? Rulership. You understand? Of righteous people with righteous laws in play. You understand? We don't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? We don't want to keep our beards. We don't want to celebrate the Day of Atonement. The Day of Atonement. God damn, Salakia. You understand? When if you tell some Negro that he has to fast for 24 hours, you can't have no food, no drink. You can't smoke a cigarette. You can't smoke no. Of course, you can't smoke cigarettes and weed. Period. You understand? But let alone do all of this for 24 hours. They gonna look at us like, man, them ISUBK niggas is crazy. Them Israelite niggas is crazy. You know why? Because our people have been trained to be just like the goddamn oppressor. You understand? We've been trained to be a low people, a people of no moral ethics. You understand? A people that just does whatever the hell that makes them feel good. And on top of that, a selfish people. You understand? When you got brothers and sisters that they're damn near buy some weed, you understand, before they feed their children with their last money. Or if they got a little bit of money left, they would rather make their child some goddamn noodles that been sitting in the damn cabinet for 2 and 3 months. You understand? Versus spending that last little weed money that they finna spend on whatever type of nonsense to make them feel good. You understand? They would rather spend that on weed versus getting a child something decent to eat. You understand? And that's what type of mind frame the Christian church has put black people in. You understand? And it was the same thing coming out of Egypt. You understand? Our people had the same mind frame of being Christians, being selfish. You understand? Being comfortable in captivity. And that's another reason why a lot of our people cannot see the light. You understand? Like I be around people that's in my family in the world all the damn time. You understand? And they got so many damn questions about the lifestyle that I live now, me being in the truth. And the questions are it's 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 not like curious questions to see, okay, what do you believe in? The questions are more or less on some like damn nigga, you really believe in that shit? You really you really don't smoke? Like you really don't eat pork? Well, what kind of meat do you eat then? Like, nigga, I eat all the same shit that I used to eat, excuse my French, except for everything that the Lord told me I cannot eat. You understand? Like they might ask a crazy question like, so you don't eat chicken? I'm like, yeah, nigga, I eat chicken. You know? Like I get phone calls all the time from a cousin that I ain't talked to in weeks. And they always ask me like, damn, bro, like, oh, we went bowling the other day, or we did this and we did that. And it's not for no certain special event or none of that. It's not a birthday party or none of that. And they'll be like, yeah, man, we was gonna call you, but we know you ain't gonna come because you don't be coming for Christmas parties and birthday celebrations and all of this nonsense. And I just be like, okay, yeah, bro, I don't fuck around with none of that shit. But like I would have came bowling with y'all. Like it ain't really a big deal if y'all just going to go have fun bowling. But the spirit behind a lot of our family members that ask these questions is kind of like let me see if this crazy ass nigga really believe in this shit that he's teaching in these classes that we seen once or twice. You understand? And then like big shout out to Officer Natazab. Natazab, he recently seen a brother that me and Uraga grew up around. You understand? I don't want to say the brother name, but the brother was he seen him. He was like, "Yeah, man, y'all know a couple of my folks. They in there, woo whoop. You feel me?" So Nadazab, he like, "Oh yeah, they in there. They're my brothers, woo whoop." And Nadazab was telling him like, "Man, you know what I'm saying? Start coming to class, man. It's good. You feel me? Come see what we're about." And the brother was more or less on some like yeah, I watch that shit on YouTube, but nigga, I ain't interested enough to actually come into a physical class to see what you crazy ass niggas really got going on. You feel me? And that's the spirit of being a stiff necked people. You understand? Because brothers, they so caught up in the lust of American society. They so caught up in smoking weed. They so caught up in, you understand, celebrating their children's birthdays, you understand, or going to a Christmas party and not wanting to look like a strange weirdo to the rest of the niggas that they grew up with. You understand? And once again, that's just the spirit of being a stiff necked people, a hard headed people. You understand? Like we tried everything. We tried Christianity, didn't work. It's goddamn churches on every damn corner in the ghetto. We still getting murdered by police. We still got a terrible drug problem in the black community. You understand? We still got prostitution. You understand? Young sisters, 15, 16, 17 years old, out in the corner prostituting themselves. Our brothers and sisters are still number one in the prison system. You understand? And you got churches on every corner, a Muslim mosque every other block. You understand? Especially in Oakland. Like that, you either a Muslim or a goddamn Christian in Oakland. It's ridiculous. You understand? But with all of this goddamn religion, right? All of this religion that happens in the black, Latino, and Native American community, nothing has changed. You understand? Your grandma's still finna die of heart disease because the pastor then lied to her about what she can and what she can't eat. Matter of fact, he ain't even told her that she can't eat certain stuff. He said, what the Lord made clean, don't call unclean. That's what Paul said, which that goddamn sodomite don't know the scriptures. You understand? And furthermore, is just so sad and sickening because now that I think about it, all of this religion that's going on in the black community and these conscious, the so-called conscious community and all of this nonsense, right? You don't get they don't get a bad rap for how much they destroy black people. You understand? They don't get a bad rap for how much evil they've done in the black community by basically feeding us the same shit that the oppressor feeds us. But yet, you want to call the ISUBK a hate group. You understand? Like I seen the news clip of they trying to shut down the Lord's 54th annual Passover. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah for Commander General Yohana for throwing down for us and putting this thing together and sacrificing so much to actually keep this truth alive. Right now, the first thing that they said about the ISUBK was that we're on the Southern Poverty Law Center, you understand, as a hate group, right? Now, of course, being in the UPK, I understand why we labeled as a hate group. You understand? If you another nation, you can't come in here. You understand? We don't want to sing kumbaya. We want our enemies to be destroyed for everything that they done to us, and we want justice for our people getting brutalized, you understand, for all of the crimes that's being committed against us. You understand? Of course, I understand why they call us a hate group, right? But what I don't understand about blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, how can you agree that the ISUBK is a hate group or that we some weirdos or some ignorant niggas and we preaching hate? How can you believe this when we have no track record of spewing out hate towards our own people? You understand? Furthermore, we don't even have a track record of spewing out hate towards the people that did all of the evil shit to us in this empire. You understand? You don't have a record of us being violent towards individuals that were never violent towards us. You understand? We ain't strapped no damn bombs on our chest to go blow up no goddamn police station, you understand? Or grabbed a whole bunch of guns and went to some oppressor's neighborhood and just start busting off shots. We ain't done none of that, you understand? All we've done since 1969 have showed blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians the proper way to live according to the laws of God, just so you can get out of hell. You understand? Salakia. No checking no, but it's written about the Leviticus and mingle flour and chicken with oil. Yeah, Shamyor, they don't read the Bible. You understand? And that was the moral to me saying about that was the moral of what I was saying about certain family members that have so many questions about what I'm into as far as me being in the UPK. You understand? Now, of course, they know everything about the damn church. You understand? Church does not require for you to change. What's wrong, Lena? Alina? Huh? They cold? Yes. Go get it. Come down here and get it. I'm in the middle of class. Hurry up. And don't kick over this thing. Yeah, but like I was saying, the church don't require you to change. So it's easy for somebody to go into the Christian church and actually do whatever the hell you want to because the pastor told you to come as you are. You understand? And the reason why we being destroyed is because you believe in come as you are. You understand? You believe in not changing. You believe in God loves everybody. You understand? And according to the scriptures, that's sin. You understand? Salakia. Let me get Jeremiah 14:2. Hey, Shamyor, did you send me a text message out? If you didn't, Baba Kasha, man, send that to me so I can get with you after this. Salakia. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. You understand? Jeremiah 14:2 says, Judah mourneth. You understand? The tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes, we in mourning. You understand? George Floyd, you understand? And not just Judah, but all of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? We all in mourning. You know why? Because they separating our children at the border. You understand? They calling Mexicans illegal immigrants when Arizona, Texas, and California was once a part of Mexico. You understand? But meanwhile, these goddamn Afghans can come over here, you understand, and receive carte blanche, you understand, to live deliciously in this empire. Like, you got so many illegal immigrants from all over the goddamn world here, but the people that actually founded this land, the people that actually built this land up, the people that actually own this land rightfully, you understand? These are the people that's being exiled out of this land and being called illegal immigrants. And you know why the Mexicans is being called illegal immigrants? And not just the Mexicans, Guatemalans. You understand? A lot of them brothers and sisters down there from South America. The reason why they being called illegal immigrants, you understand, they need a green card to come here, and you got ICE agents, you understand, kicking in doors, separating families. The reason why is because they up under the curses. You understand? We gonna get to that in a second. And they the dear chosen people of God. You understand? And your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Period. Point blank. You understand? Salakia. Let me see what else I want. Right. Let's get into these curses. You understand that Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. All right. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass that thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. You understand? The Lord promised us that if we was to follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the T, you understand? Keep the Passover, keep the Day of Atonement, you understand? Keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread, you understand? Don't eat no pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Brothers, grow your beard out, you understand? Do everything that the Lord told you to do. This is don't try to get upon your man and usurp authority over him. You understand? Don't murder your babies in a goddamn abortion clinic. You understand? If we was to do everything that the Lord told us to do, then we would be on high above all of these nations. We would be the chief people on planet Earth. You understand? But you see where that got us? You understand? Because niggas love Christmas. Niggas love pork chops. You understand? Niggas love smoking cigarettes. Niggas love whores. You understand? Sisters love being in the damn strip club, twerking, hot girl summer, all of this nonsense. You understand? And this is why we being destroyed. I'm going to jump down to verse 15. But it shall come to pass that thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Understand? Now, there's a stipulation to getting these blessings. You understand? You do this, you get this. But if you don't do this, then you get this. You understand? And what you do, if you don't do what the Lord tells you to do, you get these curses. We're going to run them down. Verse 16. Curse shalt thou be in the city, and curse shalt thou be in the field. Man, look, we the ones cursed in the cities. You understand? We the ones that's going to jail on trumped up charges. We live in the projects in the city. You understand? We work from damn near sun up to sundown, keeping these treasure cities going. You understand? That we built back in ancient Egypt. Oh, they back again. You understand? What was it called back then? Python and Ramses. Salaki. Let me get that real quick. Let's go to Exodus, the first chapter. Get the names of these cities. You understand? It's the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 11. Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. You understand? We have taskmasters over us today, just like in ancient Egypt. You know who that is? That's your boss on your job. You understand? The person that's walking up and down the aisles, making sure you're doing what the hell you're supposed to be doing. The person that's watching every time you clock in. You understand? Making sure your attendance is up to par, or you're going to get fired. You understand? Salakia. Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom, Salakia, Pithom, and Ramses. You understand? Pithom and Ramses. You know what that is today? That's San Francisco. That's New York. You understand? That's Washington, D.C. You understand? Treasure cities. A treasure city is a city where your oppressor makes money. You understand? Where your oppressor obtains treasure. You understand? Slaves built the goddamn White House. You understand? Our Issacharite brothers, they heavy in that construction field today. You understand? Philadelphia. You understand? All of these big major cities in America, Los Angeles. You understand? New Orleans, Chicago, Detroit. You understand? These are treasure cities. And who built these treasure cities for the oppressor? Niggas. You understand? So-called spics and savages. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans built these damn treasure cities. And that is a curse. You understand? For us to be up under these oppressors and us to build up the empire while we live in the projects. You understand? While we live in the most fucked up part of every goddamn major city in this empire. You understand? And in the empire scattered abroad. You understand? Being oppressed, having to pay a goddamn landlord. You understand? All of these are curses. And these are the curses that go on in the cities that we live in. You understand? Salakia. And cursed shalt thou be in the field. Don't let me get it started about being cursed in the field. We built the industries that run America today, them cotton fields. You understand? Raising all of their goddamn cattle. The tribe of Issachar is growing all of the goddamn fruits and vegetables that you see at your local supermarket right now to this day. You understand? Brothers trying to escape slavery, you understand, during the times of physical slavery in this empire and being slaughtered by a goddamn Edomite on a damn horse with a big ass shotgun. You understand? That's cursed in the goddamn field. You understand? And Salakia, we did that in ancient Egypt as well. You understand? Matter of fact, let me get that. Let me get that. Salakia. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 14. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage in mortar and in brick and in all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. You understand? We was back in the fields back then. You understand? And they made us serve with rigor, meaning they was violent towards us. You understand? They beat the skin off of niggas' backs in ancient Egypt, just like they did in America. You understand? Because these is curses. You understand? This is how you know who the children of Israel is. You understand? You got to go and comb through these scriptures and actually read what God told his chosen people. First of all, you have to come into the ISUBK, abundant commanding General Yohana, to understand that the Lord has a goddamn chosen people. You understand? Issachar also builds building and houses in no time. Damn right, Shamyar. Damn right. You absolutely correct. You understand? A lot of the agricultural industry and some of the inventions that they have today came from niggas being slaves to make our jobs easier. And when I say niggas, that's just a broad term for all 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Because believe it or not, Puerto Ricans, you understand, Guatemalans, so-called Mexicans, they all niggas, just like black people. You understand? Slaki, just like so-called Judite people. They all niggas, just like Jamaicans. You understand? Haitians, the brothers and sisters from Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? And so forth and so on. In the UK, you understand? We all niggas. Matter of fact, speaking of niggas, get the book Acts chapter 13 and verse 1. This is the book of Acts chapter 13 and verse 1. Now there was in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger or nigger, because Nigga, all of those verbs, all of those terms have the same exact meaning, and the meaning of it is black or to be dark skinned. You understand? Salakia, as Lucius of Cyrene and Manaim, which had been brought up with Heron, the tetrarch of Saul. You understand? Niggas been being called niggas. Salakia. Reading on. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. You understand? Look at all of these damn businesses that our people own. They get shut down. You understand? These black owned businesses that fail in the black community. And I know what a lot of you Christians is thinking. Well, especially in California. Well, the Mexicans own a lot of grocery stores. No, they don't. No, I'm here to tell you right now. A lot of those grocery stores that you think the tribe of Issachar owns in California, they don't even own those damn grocery stores. You understand? And the reason why I know this personally is because I asked them. You understand? Those grocery stores are owned by some oppressor. You understand? By some Caucasian man with millions of dollars. And what they do is they set them smack dab in the black community. You understand? And use a Spanish or Salakia, a Latino name. You understand? To what's the word I'm looking for? To basically trick people into believing that Mexicans own these stores because they know we live amongst Mexicans, especially in Northern California. You understand? We live amongst the tribe of Issachar. You understand? And there's somewhat of a camaraderie with the tribe of Issachar and the tribe of Judah in Northern California. I can't say the same thing about Southern California, unfortunately. You understand? But up here in Northern California, we Tawab for the most part. You understand? Depending on where you live at, right? But Issacharite brothers and sisters, they have told me that though and I'm talking about people that actually work in these stores. You understand? They have told me out their own mouth, like, yeah, this is our family don't own this. We just work here. Like we cashing a paycheck to work in this motherfucker. Like this shit owned by a white man. Salakia. You understand? I've heard this plenty of times, not just one occasion, plenty of times. Salakia, reading on. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body. You understand? You know what the fruit of your body is? Your damn children. You understand? The children that come from your loins. You understand? A tree. You understand? You ever heard the term "the apple don't fall too far from the tree"? You understand? That's a metaphor of seed coming from a people. You understand? Or seed coming from a man. You understand? And the term family tree and all this. You understand? The fruit of your body. You understand? Is your children, your offspring, right? It said, curse shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy king, and the flocks of thy sheep. Nigga, we don't even own sheep anymore. You understand? I don't look. General Muhammad did a class probably about a couple months ago. I believe this was on Black Watch or either a class. You understand? And there was a substantial amount of black farmers in the United States. Not as many as we would want, but it was I believe it was to the tune of about 90,000, 80,000, or something like that during the 1800s or something like that. Don't quote me on the numbers, but it was a lot of black farmers. You understand? I think they said today it's less than 1,000 black farmers. So brothers then lost about damn near 99, 95% of that industry. You understand? And this is right here in the Bible. It's prophesied that we would not have a livestock. You understand? It's prophesied that basically we would go into poverty. You understand? Because if you understand livestock and animals and the agricultural industry, If you got a lot of land, a lot of livestock, a lot of fruits and vegetables that you can sell, you would be a rich person. You understand? Salakia, young man Wood. You know, Yabashim Al Shabrakatah, the water for tapping in. I appreciate you. Damn, all the way from Michigan, Most High in Christ. They appreciate you for tapping in, brother. Reading on. Verse 19. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. You understand? Anything you do, when you go in your house, you're gonna be cursed. Damn, I just came from work. I gotta go back to work at 6 o'clock in the goddamn morning, and I just had to drive 2 hours to work and 2 hours from work because there's so much goddamn traffic on the freeway. You understand? Then you come in the house and eat whatever the hell is in your house. You understand? Because the job that you work is literally enough for you to make ends meet. You understand? It's literally enough to feed yourself, keep your lights on, pay your goddamn rent. You understand? And then go back to work and do it all over again. Most niggas is living paycheck to paycheck. You understand? And it's evil as hell because we have a beast over us that doesn't give a damn about the children of Israel, just wants to devour us. You understand? Salaki, verse 20. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, and all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. You understand? The Lord is going to send upon us cursing, vexation, and rebuke. You're going to be sitting back mad as hell while you can't rise. Well, how are black people gonna rise? Don't you hear niggas saying this shit all the time? Excuse my French, man. It's a lot here. Don't you hear niggas saying this all of the time? You understand? How are we gonna rise? How can black people come together? Look, man, if you come into the UBK, we'll show you how to rise. We'll show you how black people are gonna come together. But once again, like the Lord said in Exodus, the 32nd chapter, this is a stiff-necked people. You understand? Niggas is hard-headed. We don't want to listen. You understand? Salakia. I'm gonna read that again. End of verse 20. Because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. You understand? We've been so goddamn wicked. You understand? We've been Most High in Christ, young man. Well, I appreciate you. We've been so goddamn wicked. You understand? In leaving the Lord. This is why these damn curses come upon us. You understand? Because niggas want to get high. You understand? Niggas love the idea of being just like the slave master. You understand? Matter of fact, Shalaki, let me get Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. I ain't gonna go over every single curse, but I'm gonna go over some prominent ones, you understand, for time's sake. Because if I go over every single curse and break down every single curse, this would be a 3-hour class just on Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and the curses alone. You understand? This is the book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. You understand? The Lord said, envy thou not the oppressor, meaning don't be jealous of the wickedness, how your oppressor has got upon on the face of the planet Earth. You understand? Don't be jealous of the evil that your oppressor has done, you understand, to obtain the wealth that he has, right? That's what it means to envy somebody. You understand? To be jealous of them. You understand? The Lord said, don't envy your oppressor and choose none of his ways. Your oppressor is the biggest goddamn drug dealer, the biggest drug addict. You understand? The biggest pimp. You understand? Shit. Captain Kadazar said the White House is the real trap house. You understand? And that's so goddamn true. You understand? Because you got to think what's going on. The White House is the place where all of the evil is talked about before it's actually pushed out into the ghettos where we live at. You understand? But the ways of your oppressor is to be a drug dealer, a drug addict. You understand? A murderer, a thief. You understand? Somebody that's not compassionate about children. You understand? The Lord called them merciless murderers of children. You understand? And that's the spirit that you take on, sisters, when you think about aborting a child. You understand? or some of you simple weak ass niggas that will get a broad pregnant and then go to her and be like, well, what you gonna do? Well, I think you should get an abortion because we ain't ready. Man, nigga, you soft, you weak, and you a goddamn coward, you understand, for trying to kill your offspring because you don't want to handle your goddamn responsibility. And I actually became, man, we build men, you understand? Men that will not bend over, you understand, or fold under pressure in order to appease the masses or to make yourself look uh, uh, a certain way to the people that you around. You understand? That's cowardice. You understand? And to be a oppressor or to be like your oppressor is to be a goddamn coward. Because the oppressor is a coward. You know how cowardly these bastards is? These niggas is so weak and so cowardice, right? They will literally go shoot up a goddamn school. Matter of fact, Salakia, forget shooting up a school. They will kill their own goddamn woman, their own child, instead of going to court like a goddamn man. You understand? And receiving the punishment of life or death. You understand? However, these devils see fit to sentence this goddamn demon. They would literally kill their woman, kill their child, and then take their own goddamn life in order to avoid prosecution. You understand? In order to not sit up in a goddamn courthouse and be uh be judged, you understand, by some other goddamn devil, you understand, to give them life in prison. Like they will literally kill their goddamn family, then murder themselves versus getting the hell beat out of them in jail for killing a goddamn child and a woman. You understand? Salakia. But these niggas is cowards, you understand? And that's the spirit that Christianity has put on the black community to be a damn coward, you understand? To not be able to fight your lust. You understand? You don't want to suffer what it feels like to not be a goddamn drug addict. You understand? You don't want to suffer what it feels like to actually put the damn weed down and afflict your own goddamn soul for the greater good of your people. So you know what happens? Another stray bullet hits a 3-year-old child in a ghetto somewhere because you can't stop smoking weed. You understand? Everything that's going on in the goddamn black community with our people getting the short end of the stick and us being oppressed and us having to go through all of this BS in this empire. The reason why all of this happens to us collectively is because the Lord don't deal with individuals. The Lord deals with a nation. So when a young girl gets killed by a straight bullet and she just playing in a goddamn park somewhere in West Oakland or in Chicago or Philadelphia or down there in Jacksonville, Florida, you understand? It's that drug addict's fault that did not want to put that cigarette down or that weed down after they seen General Muhammad's class or seen one of these righteous brothers screaming at the top of their lungs, you understand, at camp, trying to get our people to correct their goddamn selves. Salakia, let me get Isaiah 58:1. Excuse me. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, in verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. You understand? The Lord is requiring for men to wake the hell up. The Lord is requiring for all of you so-called real niggas to come into the ISUBK and be taught by certified priests and prophets to actually wake up your goddamn nation so our children stop being killed by stray bullets. You understand? So sisters don't have the spirit on them to kill our goddamn babies in these damn abortion clinics in hope for a goddamn better future when this bitch is just gonna work at Applebee's any goddamn way. You understand? When she gonna work, go to a goddamn community college and end up being a damn medical assistant. You understand? Like we gotta wake the hell up, blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Wake the hell up. You understand? Isaiah 58:1 from the top. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. You understand? The Lord said, lift up your voice like a trumpet. Now, the scriptures say oppression maketh a wise man mad. You understand? You have to be mad at your mothers and fathers actually being strung out on crack cocaine in the 80s and in the 90s because the goddamn oppressor, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of, hates your goddamn people. You understand? If you're not mad that your uncle got 20 years for selling drugs because the oppressor pushed it in his community, like you in the wrong business. You understand? If you're not mad about what happened to your people during slavery, you understand? Like if you smoke weed, you don't give a damn that white people actually raped little children, you understand, out of your own goddamn nation. You don't care about that. All you want to do is get high. And you a goddamn horrible parent, your damn self. You understand? Because you can't put down weed long enough to actually have a civilized and decent conversation with your child to actually steer them in the right direction that where they don't follow the same path as you. If you smoke weed, man, your goddamn kids is gonna smoke weed. You understand? If you are a whore or a harlot, your daughter's gonna be a whore or a harlot. You understand? Scriptures say, train up a child in the way which he shall go, and he shall not depart from it when he get old. That's twofold. If you train them in these scriptures, Lord willing, man, they stay in this truth and they keep this thing of ours going. But if you train your child to be a drug dealer or a drug addict, and this, like, that's what niggas say all the time. This is all I know. I'm a product of my environment. Yeah, of course you're a product of your environment. You understand? Because you might have a parent that's in the ISUBK class and was like, man, them niggas is crazy. I'm finna go ahead and keep smoking this weed. Man, cut it out. You understand? If not, the I pray that the Lord have mercy on the children of Israel. You understand? In a shorter fashion than what we think. You understand? Like the New Testament says, it's high time to wake up, for our salvation is nearer than what we think. And I pray to the Lord that it's nearer than the men in the ISBK think, because we think it's right around the corner. You understand? Of course, we don't know the date or the time or when Christ is actually going to crack them skies. You understand? But I pray that the Lord have mercy on the children of Israel and get us out of this hellhole soon, because if not, you're going to still have kids getting murdered. You understand? We're going to have another unarmed black man get unlawfully shot down by some goddamn oppressor who hates niggas. You understand? He might not even get charged for it. You understand? If he does get charged for it, he damn sure ain't finna get convicted for it. And this is gonna keep going on. The cycle is going to keep going on, and we're gonna keep getting the short end of the stick. You understand? So like Isaiah 58:1 from the top. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sins. That's what these classes is about. You understand? That's what camp is about. You understand? That's what it means to actually be a soldier for your people. You understand? Going out there, putting your goddamn life on the line to actually show blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that everything is going wrong in your life and in your community is because you have not you have not answered the calling of the Lord to actually come into the UPK and change. You have not actually sat back and looked at your life and seen how evil you are, you understand, and how unworthy you are to live, because you live deliciously in your lust. You understand? But Salaki, I'm gonna get back to the curses of Deuteronomy. You understand? Which, of course, once again, these are all curses because we love to live in our lust. You understand? Salaki. Uh, wow. I'm right, young man. Wood, I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Let me see. Verse 21. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee until he have consumed thee from off the land, whither thou goest to possess it. That's talking about disease. You understand? That's what a pestilence is. It's a disease. That's monkeypox. You understand? That's COVID-19. That's HIV, AIDS, herpes, anything that you could think of. All of the diseases that plague the black community disproportionately, this all comes about because we don't want to do what the Lord says. You understand? Let's get some more of these uh these curses. You understand? Verse 22. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption and with a fever, with an inflammation, and with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish. That's talking about disease again. Understand? And it said the sword and blasting. This talking about you being murdered by racist police officers. You understand? This is talking about black on black crime. We're gonna get some more. You understand? Salakia. Um, I won't. Verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all kingdoms of the earth. This is talking about the children of Israel being scattered. You understand? We in every goddamn empire. You understand? And our enemies are devouring us in these empires. You understand? Salakia. Mm, Verse 30, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. He shall build in thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shall not gather the grapes thereof. You understand? Let's break down verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Not only did they rape our sisters, you understand, during slavery times, but this is talking about you being betrothed to a wife, or you having a woman that's supposed to be yours, and another man is sleeping with her. You understand? That's a sneaky link right there in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 30th verse. You understand? Right there. That's infidelity right there. You understand? Some other brother putting his rod in your goddamn woman is a curse. You understand? It is right there in the scriptures. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. You understand? We built all of these damn slave plantations. You understand? The biggest slave plantation house is the White House, built by slaves, and we ain't lived in it. You understand? Salakia, what's the sister's name? Michelle Obama, she lived in it. But who did she live in it with? She lived in it with a goddamn African. You understand? Barack Obama was not our people. You understand? I'm sure if you came to enough classes in the UPK, you know that goddamn Hamite wasn't our people. You understand? You understand? Salaki, reading on. And thou shalt dwell, Salaki, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard and shalt not gather the grapes thereof. That's talking about us working in the fields again. You understand? For our oppressor. You understand? We plant these vineyards and we don't gather these grapes to eat them ourselves. You understand? We gather these grapes to for the oppressor to sell it in his damn grocery store, or for him to make wine. You understand? And make millions of dollars off of the slave labor that he get from his goddamn slave. Because let's think about it. Let's call a spade a spade. If you work from paycheck to paycheck, you a goddamn slave. Don't give a damn who you is. Matter of fact, so like you don't even have to work paycheck to paycheck in order to be a slave. You understand? The brother Young Dolph, you understand? May that brother rise again, hopefully in righteousness next time. This nigga had an album called Rich Slave. You understand? And the reason why he was calling himself a rich slave is because he understood that he works for white people. You understand? He understood that the people that distribute his music and how he gets paid is a goddamn oppressor. You understand? If it wasn't for him, and furthermore, he understood that they made way more money off of his music than he did. Understand? Salakia. Verse 31. Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Ooh, you know who this happened to? The so-called North American Indians. You understand? You know what an ox is? A buffalo. You understand? The goddamn oppressor, like, in order to starve out the tribe of Gad, they ran to and fro in this goddamn empire and slaughtered the buffaloes. Like you can literally Google right now pictures online with thousands of buffalo carcasses piled up on top of each other because they tried to starve out the tribe of Gad. You understand? It's evil as hell. You understand? But these is the curses. You understand? Salakia. Thine ass shall be violently taken from before thy face. You know what an ass is? An ass is a donkey. It was a form of transportation back in the day. You understand? Say your ass shall be violently taken from before your face. You understand? What is that today? Your ass or your donkey today, that's your damn car. That's your vehicle. You understand? The police can pull you over and seize your goddamn vehicle because he lied on you. You understand? They can give you a false DUI charge. You understand? Tell the people that you refuse this field sobriety test, knowing damn well you ain't even drunk. They'll put you in a drunk tank and take your goddamn car from you. Understand? I've seen it happen plenty of times. You understand? Salakia. And shall not be restored to thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thine enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them. You understand? They've taken everything from the children of Israel in this empire. Salakia. Matter of fact, we jump down to verse 37. Oh, 36. Excuse me. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there thou shalt serve other gods, wood and stone. You understand? Look, we've been scattered into all the four corners of the earth. You understand? And we worshiping gods that our fathers did not know, wood and stone. You understand that wood? That's that Christian cross. You understand that stone, the Kaaba stone in Mecca, which name is Allah. You know how many niggas then took what is called a shahada to Mecca? You understand? Worshiping a goddamn Arabic rock. You understand? Going down there and fighting tooth and nail just to touch a big ass dumb stupid rock. You understand? That's what our people is being subject unto. You understand? Like we're supposed to be a holy people to worship a living God. We've been beaten down so goddamn low that you got niggas jumping on a plane, spending thousands of dollars and dressed like a goddamn Arab. And them Arabs look at you like you a dumbass anyway. You understand? You got niggas spending thousands of dollars to go dress like a damn Arab to touch a damn rock in the hot ass sun with 20,000 people fighting tooth and nail to touch a damn rock. You understand? On top of that, of course, man, big shout out to Officer Thabawan. Matter of fact, he gave me this cloak, which is very biblical. You understand? You read about the story of Elijah and Elisha. You understand? Most high in Christ, brother. I appreciate it. You understand? But yeah, Officer Thabawan, if y'all ain't subscribed, go subscribe to the Hollywood Israelites channel. You understand? Officer Thabawan, he be doing some mean work as far as his historical research and digging up so much stuff that people are scared to actually say. He has the proof. You understand? But make sure y'all go subscribe to the Hollywood Israelite channel. You understand? It's amazing classes on there. Of course, Captain 13,000, Captain Gadalhar, you understand? Captain Quam, Officer of 5,000, Salakia, Officer of 5,000. Yeah, I'm going 30 miles a minute. You understand, Salakia? Thabawan, Salakia, all the brothers on there, heavy class, you understand, Salakia, the Wagga Bar, so forth and so on. But make sure y'all go to subscribe to Hollywood Israelites channel if you want to get some in-depth history, you understand, about certain topics that you might be interested in. You understand? Yabba Shimei Shabarakatah, Naquab, my main man. Matter of fact, go, speaking of my nigga Officer Naquab, make sure y'all go subscribe to ISHBK Pacific Northwest. You understand? That brother up there is doing some heavy classes. You understand? Him and the brother Darak up there, they getting it on up there. But Salaki, let's get a couple of more of these curses. You understand? Let me see. Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him, but he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. You understand? And that's talking about the goddamn Edomites ruling over us. You understand? The oppressor, he's the stranger that's within us. You understand? He got up very high. He way up here. We came down very low. You understand? And he lends to us. We don't lend to him. That's how you know what part of society that you in. You understand? Or what type of position in society that you in. If you can lend somebody money, you understand? That means they need you, or they rely on you. You understand? In order to make sure that they're gonna be tawab, you understand? But if you can't lend to nobody, you understand, you have nothing. You understand? Matter of fact, Salaji, let me get Job the 30th chapter. Because Job said it perfect, you understand? Job said it perfect about these goddamn devils. Go to Job the 30th chapter. It's the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 1. But now that, Salakia, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set the dogs of my flock, set with the dogs of my flock. Now, if you understand the book of Job, Job actually predates the Israelites. You understand? The book of Job, the 30th chapter, is more or less of a prophecy, you understand, of what was to become. You understand? Of course, Job was chosen of the Lord. You understand? He was in his time basically the elder. Like when you read Genesis the 25th chapter, you understand? The Lord said the elder shall serve the younger. You understand? Meaning that the Esau, the one that came out first, he was to be looked at as younger than the children of Israel, because if you understand the history of a birthright, you understand, it was always supposed to be given to the older child. You understand? But Job is calling these people younger because they're held in less regard than the children of Israel. You understand? Or the Lord's chosen people. He said once again, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision. Understand? Derision is to like ridicule someone or mock somebody. You understand? And it's the same thing with the oppressor calling us niggas, or saying, "Oh, them niggas love chicken." You understand? Or they don't do nothing but sell drugs, and they love just being a hostile and violent type of people. You understand? This is the mockery that they say about the children of Israel. You understand? Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Like, these people are so much of a low people and a base people. You understand? Like Job said, look, your fathers I would have disdained to set with the dogs of my flock. You understand? For real, for real. Hey, Most High Christ, Halak, absolutely. You understand? Right. You understand? But Job is saying, like, look, I wouldn't even allow these goddamn devils to be with the dogs. You understand? That the dogs of my flock, or the dogs that keep my flocks of sheep, you understand, in line. You understand? They can't even sit with the dogs. You understand? They lower than dogs. That's what he's saying, right? I'm gonna jump down Salaki, verse 3. For want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste. You understand? When it was famine, you understand, and want of things, these goddamn these devils, these heathens, you understand, they lived in the wilderness. You understand? And this wasn't like the children of Israel living in the wilderness. You understand? When the Lord put us in the wilderness to actually humble us. You understand? Like, these goddamn devils, they are base people. They are low level people. So they will literally go live in the goddamn woods. Like, Genesis the 25th chapter described them as being the man of the field. You understand? This is how they live. You understand? This is their characteristics. This is their nature. You understand? As a people, right? Salagia, verse 4. who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. You understand? A mallow is a flower. You understand? They used to eat flowers and goddamn the roots of trees. This was their food. You understand? They like these people are so much of a low and base people. They ate flowers and goddamn wood in order to sustain themselves. They didn't even have the mind frame to actually go catch a goddamn deer or a clean animal to eat to feed themselves. That shit too much took too much time for them. They seen plants right there, wood right there. Oh, we finna eat this. You understand? A low level and base people. These is the people that rule over the children of Israel today. This is their history. This is their culture. And this is around the time when the Roman Empire fell and they actually went to go live in the Caucasus Mountains. You understand? This is what Job is talking about in the 30th chapter, right? Read on, verse 5. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. You understand? They was driven forth from among men. You know why? Because these goddamn Edomites wreaked so much goddamn havoc on earth during the Roman Empire, during the Greek Empire, Salakia. Matter of fact, let me get a little bit of that. Let's go to the book of First Maccabees. And this is why this apocrypha is so damn important, you understand, for the children of Israel to actually read. Because if you go into the apocrypha, you understand, if you go into the apocrypha, then it bridges the gap on the Old Testament and the New Testament and what happened in between. And when you go into this apocrypha, you can figure out how actually evil that the oppressor was. You understand? Or Salakia is. But you can get the beginning of it, the start of it. You understand? Salakia. This is the book of First Maccabees, First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. And this is talking about after the death of Alexander the so-called Great. We just call him Alexander the Greek or Alexander the Freak. Some evil ass Edomite, but he was the first one to rule for Caucasian people. You understand? This is why they worship him so goddamn much. You will learn about Alexander the Great in school. You understand? When Alexander the Great lived 300 years before Christ, but they don't teach you about Christ in school. They tell you Christ was a myth. He never walked on planet Earth. Well, if Christ never walked on planet Earth, why in the F are they teaching you about Alexander the Great in school when he's in this Bible? You understand? By name. You understand? Salakia. First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. You understand? The evils that was multiplied in the earth was all type of abominations, how Edomites live. You understand? Naturally. You understand? Mass homosexuality, drugs. You understand? All type of wickedness that these people do. You understand? And Job is going to tell you why these people are so goddamn wicked. You understand? Salakia. Verse 5. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. You understand? Like they chased these goddamn Caucasians into the Caucasus Mountains because of the evils that they did on planet Earth. You understand? Verse 6. Now listen to this and listen good. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. The Caucasians, the Caucasus Mountains. This is where they was chased into. The Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. They was up there eating lice out of each other here, having sex with their own mothers and daughters. You understand? Eating wood and flowers. These are a base people. You understand? This is who the Lord put over us as a goddamn curse because you want to be like white Jesus. Because you worship Donald Trump and his goddamn money. This is why these goddamn Caucasians' feet is on our necks. You understand? You goddamn Christians. Verse 7. Among the bushes they brayed. You know what it means to bray? On y'all own time, Google how donkeys communicate. You understand? Matter of fact, Salakia, I ain't got enough time, you understand? But Google how donkeys communicate. Donkeys bray. You understand? This is how they communicated with each other. It was like a this is how they talk to each other. You understand? This is the same people that rule over you. You understand? If you left a goddamn Edomite, like one of the famous movies on what an Edomite would actually look like if you left him in the wilderness alone. I don't know if y'all seen that movie Castaway. You understand, with Tom Hanks. You understand? I think he got stranded on some type of goddamn island, and he literally turned into a big hairy caveman. You understand? That Geico caveman commercial. That's Donald Trump left on a goddamn deserted island. You understand? Salakia. Reading on. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. These damn people, they didn't even know how to build houses. You understand? They didn't even know how to shelter themselves. You understand? They had no goddamn language. So they used to talk to each other like donkeys, you understand, and huddle up under bushes in caves and stuff like that. You understand? Salakia. Verse 8. This is the verse I was looking for. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. These is a low-level people, a base people. You understand? People with no moral compass. You understand? And Job said they were viler than the earth. You understand? Good night, Salakia. Verse 9. And now am I their song, yea, I am their byword. You understand? Look, this is a base level people. This is a people that have no culture, have a history of being the lowest of the low on planet Earth. And now I am their song. Now I am their byword. Now I'm their nigga. Now I'm their boy. Now I'm their slave. This is what Job is talking about, man. And this is the curses in Deuteronomy. You understand? This nation, you understand, that the Lord set against us, that was going to come over us. Man, these people used to eat goddamn flowers, wood, lice out of their own goddamn mama's head, knock a broad in the head, rape her while she's halfway goddamn dead. You understand? Live in caves. You understand? You can look up the city of Petra. You understand? This is exactly how you know who the Israelites are. It's a picture of the city of Petra, right? And it's a goddamn cave in the side of a damn mountain, you understand, that looks just like the White House. You understand? They got the same pillars. You understand? Like they build the same structures every goddamn where they go. And this is how you know all of those castles and stuff that you see in the UK. You understand? That's not originally these goddamn Caucasians dwellings. You understand? These people lived in goddamn rocks. You understand? But Salakia, moving on. Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou heardest, Salakia, hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. You understand? Salakia, I'm going to get a couple of more. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy God hath given thee in the siege and in the straightness, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee. Now, this is a twofold scripture. We actually physically did this. You understand? You can read about this during the Assyrian captivity of the northern kingdom, as well as the siege of Jerusalem. But and this is us physically eating our own children because we had nothing. You understand? On top of that, this same type of stuff goes on here in this empire, but it's more spiritual. You understand? Or what's the word I'm looking for? It's not necessarily physically us eating our children, but we devour our children by serving them up on a silver platter in these goddamn abortion clinics for these Edomites to sell our babies' body parts. You understand? Because we don't want to take care of the responsibility of having unresponsible sex. You understand? Like you devour your kids in these goddamn abortion clinics to the tune of 350,000 every goddamn year. You understand? And it's sad. Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. That's black on black crime, domestic violence, and single parent households in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 54th verse. I'm going to read that again. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother. When you see a nigga that you walking down the street and you don't know him from a can of paint, but he a black man just like you, your first thought in your mind is, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, what this nigga looking at? You understand? Like, especially in LA, LA niggas, it's different in Northern California. Northern California is like you down there gotta watch what you say, you understand? Or a nigga might get his head blown off. But in Los Angeles, they would literally walk up to you and be like, hey, my nigga, where you from? Or are you bang? You know what I'm saying? It literally to check your temperature to see if you're an enemy. You understand? In Oakland, if man, a nigga mug a nigga wrong, boy, somebody might get murdered in front of the goddamn liquor store. You understand? And it's man, it's ugly everywhere. You understand? And then not, of course, not just California. You got Chicago's, you got your the Philadelphia's, you got your Brooklyn's, the Bronx. Oh my God, that Bronx drill shit is horrible. Salakia. You understand? Because we have an evil eye towards our brother. You understand? Salakia. And toward the wife of his bosom. You understand? This evil eye towards the wife of his bosom. You understand? This is domestic violence in the household. You understand? They hate each other. They fighting tooth and goddamn nail because they can't agree on nothing. You understand? It's sad as hell. And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Single parent households. And then what happens in a single parent household? It breeds more black on black violence because this little boy is grown up to not value black men because his mama told him his daddy wasn't shit his whole life. So when he goes outside, you understand? Of course, his mama is training him to hate his own goddamn self. So when he go outside, he's fighting. By 12, 13 years old, he probably got a body or two. This nigga didn't been to jail a couple of times. You understand? And the cycle just keep going on. Salakia. Verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward her husband and toward her son and toward her daughter and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet and toward her children which she shall bear, for she shall eat them and for Salakia, for want of all things secretly in the siege, straightness and Salakia and straightness, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee in thy gates. Come on, man. That's what's going on in the black community. That was once again, man, Salakia. It's man, too. Our women used to be so delicate. They wouldn't even set their feet on the goddamn ground because they was just so soft and sweet and delicate and nice. You understand? Yeah, a lot. Conan the Barbarian. Absolutely. You understand? But our sister used to be so just feminine. You understand? Now, you got sisters outside with a goddamn bonnet on her head trying to bust her baby daddy in the head because she didn't went through his phone and this nigga is having a relationship with another broad and she don't give a damn about it. You understand? Yeah, Petra Jordan. You understand her lock? Petra Jordan. Man. Edomites. right, Halak. You understand? Salaki. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's evil as hell, right? They say she gonna eat her own children. That's that abortion clinic once again. You understand? Salaki. Uh man. You jump down to verse 68 and I'm going to end it. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. That word Egypt is a Greek word, comes from a Greek word Egyptos, right? Which means bondage. And the reason why that word Egypt, you understand, is inserted in these scriptures is because this is the King James translation, you understand, right? And it's translated into English. Now, if you understand language, English is a Latin language. You understand? I don't want to get too deep into it. You understand? But the original name for Egypt was Mizraim or Matazarium in the Hebrew. You understand? This is the children of Ham. The Lord said He's going to send us into Egypt or slavery or bondage again. And the reason why this word Egypt is inserted in here is because during the time of Alexander the Greek, the Ptolemaic dynasty, you understand, which he was one of the four generals of Alexander the Greek, he actually went down into Egypt and conquered Egypt. And you can read about that in First Maccabees, the first chapter as well. You understand? So this is why that word Egypt is right here in the Bible, you understand, in the Old Testament. You understand? But when you go to Genesis, so like I forget which chapter, I believe it's 16th chapter or something like that. But when you read about the sons of Ham, you understand, you have one named Mizraim or Matazariah, which he was the progenitor of the Egyptians, you know, Salakia. And it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. So the Lord is going to bring you into Egypt or Egyptos or slavery or bondage again with ships. Now, if you look at the geographic land location of Israel and Egypt, you can walk from Israel to Egypt. You don't need no damn boat. So this is talking about a spiritual Egypt. You understand? Salakia. By the way, wherever I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. We ain't seen our homeland. You understand? And when we get to this new Egypt, we gonna be sold as bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Meaning nobody's going to redeem you out of it. You understand? And Salaki is the curses of being Israel, you understand? And it's sad that so many people actually reject the truth, reject the ISUBK, because this is the way that we get out of hell. Understand? So like I'm gonna go to one more scripture and I'm gonna end it. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plagues. The Lord wants the children of Israel to come out of the mind frame of being in America. He wants you to come out of the mind frame of being a Christian or a Muslim. He wants you to come out of the mind frame of being anything contrary to being in the ISUBK. So you don't sin and you don't partake. It's like it. So you don't partake in the sin and that you don't receive the plagues that come from sinning. With that being said, Yahweh Shem Shah Thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shemal Thumb Shem Shah to the sisters. Make sure y'all like, share this class. You understand? Young man Wood, the water, man. Lock the water for tapping in. I appreciate you. Let me go ahead and get some more of my brothers and sisters. Quab, appreciate you, my nigga. You understand? Shamyor, I'm gonna hit you in a minute, Brody. Not desire the water, sir. Uragabor, the water, brother. I appreciate you. My lovely rib, Kayala, I appreciate you, princess. You understand? With that being said, until next time, Lord willing, I'm trying to get with Not Desire tomorrow night so we can bring y'all another episode of Dropping Jewels, the podcast. I mean, it's been a long time since we had an episode, and we gonna bring it back for y'all. You understand? With that being said, shalom.